Imagine a striker, one tournament, one chance, and the weight of an entire nation sitting on his shoulders. Some men fold under that pressure, and some men become legends the world never stops talking about. The FIFA World Cup has produced the most electric strikers in football history, men who didn't just score goals, they defined eras, they carried teams, they broke records that stood for decades, and some of them, you still haven't fully heard their story. Today, we're breaking down every great World Cup striker, what made them different, why they mattered, and where they truly rank. Stay until the end, because the last name on this list will genuinely surprise you. Let's start at the very top. Miroslav Klose, Germany, 16 World Cup goals across 4 tournaments. Yes, 16. No player in history has scored more. What made Klose extraordinary wasn't raw power or flashy skill. It was consistency. Tournament after tournament, he showed up, he delivered, and he never chased the spotlight. He was built for the biggest stage. Right behind him, Ronaldo Nazario, not the Portuguese one, the real Ronaldo. Brazil's R9, 15 World Cup goals, 2 World Cup titles, 1994 and 2002, and one of the most devastating performances ever, a World Cup final in 2002, where he destroyed Germany. 2 goals, 1 trophy, total dominance. His 1998 campaign alone, even with the mysterious illness before the final, showed the world what peak greatness looks like. Athletic, explosive, unstoppable. Then comes Gerd Müller, the bomber, West Germany, 14 goals. But here's the crazy part. He scored them in just 13 matches. One of the most ridiculous goal ratios in football history. Short, stocky, quiet. But inside the box, he was something else entirely. Now, this is where it gets fascinating. Just Fontaine, France, 1958, 1 tournament, 13 goals. That record has stood for over 60 years, and no one has even come close. He scored in every single match, including 4 goals in 1 game. And then, just like that, a career-ending injury, gone too soon. What he did may never be repeated. Sándor Kocsis, Hungary, 1954, 11 goals, leading one of the greatest teams ever, the mighty Magyars. They were unstoppable, unbeatable, until the final. And then they lost. Kocsis delivered. The trophy didn't. And then there's a name you cannot ignore. Pelé, Brazil. 12 World Cup goals across 3 tournaments, but numbers don't explain him. At 17, he scored in a World Cup final. 17, and in 1970, he didn't just play football, he conducted it like art. He didn't just win, he transformed the game. Eusebio, Portugal, 1966, 9 goals, 1 tournament. Unknown at the start, a global icon by the end. 4 goals in 1 match after being 3-0 down. Think about that. That's not just skill, that's greatness. Gary Lineker, England, 10 goals, clean, clinical, precise. He didn't waste chances, he finished them. England didn't win, but he gave them hope. Now, we move into the modern era. Gabriel Batistuta, Argentina, 10 goals. The only player to score a hat-trick in 2 different World Cups. Powerful, ruthless, emotional. He gave everything, but never got the trophy, and that still hurts. Davor Šuker, Croatia, 1998, 6 goals, Golden Boot winner. And one of the most beautiful goals you will ever see. A chip so perfect, it looked effortless. Kylian Mbappé, France, 12 goals, and still going. He scored in back-to-back World Cup finals, just like Pelé, and in 2022, a hat-trick. Lionel Messi, Argentina. 13 goals. 1 World Cup title, but this isn't about numbers, this is about a journey. 16 years of pressure, of expectations, of carrying a nation. And then, 1 final chance, and he delivered. That wasn't just victory, that was destiny. Before we end, 3 names you should never forget. Teófilo Cubillas, Peru. 10 goals. Not Brazil, not Germany. Peru. Grzegorz Lato. Poland. 10 goals. Golden Boot. A team that shocked the world, and yet almost forgotten. Helmut Rahn, West Germany. 1954. 2 goals in the final. The miracle of Bern. Not just football. History. Every striker on this list left something behind. Moments, records, memories that still live on today. But here's the truth. The World Cup doesn't just reveal talent, it reveals character, who rises and who disappears when everything is on the line. The next World Cup is coming, and somewhere out there, the next legend is already preparing, already waiting. So tell me, who do you think is the most underrated striker on this list? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this video made you think, you already know what to do.